Yeah, hello, testing, testing. What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 260 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 63 of Thursday Night Genesis. 260, guys. Just 40 away from 300. How insane is that? 300 episodes of Community Universe Mode in just 1 month away, or a little bit over a month. December 31st will be CMV's 2-year anniversary. What are you guys going to get me, though? You're going to get me 600 followers, maybe? Because that's where we're 3 followers away from that. Maybe we can get them tonight, at least a couple more. We're so close. Thank you for everybody who has followed me, past, present, and hopefully future, as we get set for, as always, an action-packed card. The second annual CMV Tag Team Cup on the horizon, just 2 weeks away, 4 weeks away from our next pay-per-view event, Validation, where Team Fusion will go to battle against Team Genesis in CMV's first ever 7-on-7 tug-of-war match. And if Johnny Sampson's team, if Monday Night Fusion wins, Sampson will get back control of Thursday nights, and Dave Turner will be fired. The Hall of Famer will be no longer at the helm of Genesis. And we now know 3 members of Team Fusion. We found out this past Monday night on Fusion. No real surprise, I should know. No real surprise. Some fries. That Desolation, who Johnny Sampson also gave a free pass into the Tag Team Cup. They didn't have to qualify. He's also put that on his team, so that takes up 2 slots. Bludgeon and Trauma. And then we also saw CMV.com exclusive Johnny Sampson asking one man to help him out, to be on his team in exchange for the spotlight, for money, for fame. And that man, who else? The one and only man, Schmitty, is coming to Monday nights, joining Team Fusion, ladies and gentlemen. So already the first 3 for Team Sampson, for Team Fusion. Team Monday Nights is already stacked. Turner has yet to announce anybody on his team. Hopefully we find we figure out some names here tonight, but we're kicking off the show, ladies and gentlemen, with Andrew Briggs, set to go toe-to-toe with the international champion, Randy Borton. Both these men having very successful nights at CyberSlam this past Sunday. Briggs, of course, defeating Jeremy Blake one-on-one, and Randy Borton retaining his international title against Kenji Murakami. Thus far, Team Fusion has Desolation, Bludgeon and Trauma, and Schmitty. So 3 of the 7 announced for Team Sampson there, as Briggs gets ready for this huge opportunity. Remember, it's at the top of the last month that Borton won that international title, being victorious in a triple threat where he pinned Kenji Murakami. Briggs was the 3rd man not involved in the decision. If he can defeat Borton here one-on-one, perhaps that makes him #1 contender for the international championship, as the Moo Man, the Milkman, the king of the ring, is without a contender. Big night of action, guys. Our main event here, going to see our brand new CMV Alpha World Champion, Furious Frank, in action as he battles the big Russian Dmitry Nurmagomedov. Bob Luger welcoming primetime Pierre Thompson to Thursday nights a little bit later on, and much, much more. A couple of Tag Team Cup qualifiers from Fusion. We know that Desolation, Jamari Williams, and Jaquan Shea and the New Gods have qualified. We're going to find out 2 Genesis teams are going to be to join the fold. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Borton been on an absolute tear since the start of the season. Currently holds the best record, not only on Genesis but also Fusion at 5-0 right now. We'll see if Briggs can bring that to an end a little bit prematurely right out of the gate with a nice tilt-a-whirl head scissors there, and that's gonna rock the Milkman. Props him up into a seated position, lifts him up high into the air, and then drops him down again with that reverse DDT. We're also going to see our brand new CMV light heavyweight champion in action tonight as Nikolai Ivanovich of Rise battles Eric Thunder of Extreme Conditions. The former light heavyweight champion Ryan Kent in action as well. He'll be taking on John Reed. Misses that plunge from the middle turnbuckle. Borton now not able to capitalize. Get a nice catchphrase right there by Briggs. Former two-time light heavyweight champion. Gets caught with that wicked forearm. Randy Borton, a CMV veteran. Two-time undisputed world heavyweight champion. Three-time Anarchy champion. Seemingly unstoppable in this new era. That little cutthroat there by Briggs seems to think he has this match won already. Propping Borton up into a kneeling position, but the Milkman able to fire back with an elbow. Luthez pressing out, raining down some heavy shots straight to Briggs' face. Borton's hyped off the ropes now. Double axe handle. Didn't seem to catch all of it, though. Upsetting himself a little bit. Briggs begins to stir. Going to pick him up. Coming up from behind is Borton. Oh, Borton loves coming up from behind. You know what I mean? The king of the back suplexes. Going to get one off nicely there as he takes control of this matchup. And Briggs right back to his feet. Just as I say that, short arm shoulder block. Takes down the CMV International Champion. Now just getting stomped on. Again, still no names revealed by Dave Turner as to who is going to be on his team. 7 slots to be filled. Perhaps waiting to see who impresses him the most. Maybe, hopefully, we'll get some names revealed tonight. As Andrew Briggs kind of just awaiting Borton to get back in the ring. Oh, kind of missed Borton sliding back in. Big clothesline to the back of the head. Borton's the king of kings, all right? Get that snap suplex off nicely to take down Briggs. Tonight we'll also see some new blood make their way into CMV. Kaiva gonna go one-on-one with the flamboyant Kobayashi. Oh, look at that. Bringing Borton right down onto his quads. Our first of 2 Tag Team Cup qualifiers coming up next as Rise, Sebastian Vachon and Murdoch will be taking on Heaven or Hell, Angelico and Diablo. Goes for a stomp, slides out of the ring. Borton right back in, though. Catches that stomp still, even though he's on his feet. Andrew Briggs misses that kick to the spine, though. Irish whip now going to put Borton in the corner from behind. Briggs looking for a Lucha DDT. Lucha. Lucha, Lucha, Lucha. And Briggs now beckoning Borton to rise to his feet, saying, come on, is that all you got? Dropping that elbow. A little wily is Briggs here tonight. Oh, going for that Shining Wizard, I believe Briggs was. But Borton counters. Nice European uppercut now. Staggers his foe. Going to step back. Dodge that grapple. And now a straightjacket DDT pulled off successfully. Lucha, Lucha, Lucha. Grabs him by that. What would you call that hairstyle? The voodoo hairstyle, I guess. Voodoo leaving his legacy with that hairstyle. It's like kind of a mullet. Not quite, though. It's no Rex Carter mullet, all right? No Bobby Sherman mullet. As now Andrew Briggs targeting the knee. Couple of stiff punches. And Briggs now circling Borton out to the apron and looking to take a risk here. Borton rising to his feet, unaware that Briggs is setting him up for some sort of springboard maneuver. Don't know how that connected. But okay, it did one way or another. Grabbing all my favorite submission now coming into play. That armbar leg lock combination. Is Borton going to tap out, though? No, he's not. Escapes pretty early. Borton got that baby all on deck. Too slippery to hold on to. And now a tornado DDT. Randy Borton back. Oh, he thought he was going to back into the corner. Maybe try for his Mooper kick. Sweet moo music. Punch to the back of the head. Briggs back. Oh, Borto and Briggs gets caught out of nowhere. Making sure there's no rope breaks coming into play. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, though. That caught Briggs off guard, but not enough to keep him down for the 1, 2, 3. Goes for a dropkick. Briggs moves out of the way. Saw it coming. Another shining wizard to capitalize. Gonna crack that jaw. Doesn't try for the pin. He knows how resilient Borton is, making sure the moneymaker is intact, though. Might try to put him in the corner. Try for that shining wizard. Short arm clothesline combo, and he is taking the international champ's head off. What a win this would be for Briggs. 1, 2. No, just a 2 count. Randy Borton keeping his undefeated streak intact. Briggs can hardly believe it. What a match to kick off Thursday Night Genesis. Andrew Briggs now grabbing Borton by the head. Going to catch a European uppercut for his troubles. Now behind, half and half suplex. Oh, what a counter by Andrew Briggs, though. And then a clothesline out of the ring. This match is awesome. And Briggs with a cheeky little taunt. Maybe looking for the count-out victory. I think so. Because this dude Borton in right here begins to stir. Briggs, though, still not breaking count. 3 by the ref right now. 4. And now Briggs sees that. Oh, look at that roll by Borton. What a fucking pimp. And now that wayside slam catches him off guard. Cheeky little gallop back into the ring goes Borton. And now he's the one just staring down at Briggs. Lets off a mighty roar after beating the chest. Count of 4 by the referee right now. 5. Briggs breaks the count back in the ring. They stand face to face. Borton, no, not quick enough. Gets caught with a snapmare and then takes a nasty knee right to the spine. Flips Borton over. Lateral press attempt. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, though. Andrew Briggs begging Borton to get up to his feet. Stomps him down on the spine. And then another one of those crazy elbow drops. The international champion surely in trouble right now. Goes for a hook. Don't know what he was looking for there, but Borton countered it. He saw it coming, and now Borton with that go-home driver. That's what he beat Kenji Murakami with to retain the international title at CyberSlam. 1, 2. Just a 2 count on Andrew Briggs here tonight, though. Grabs him by the hair on his head again. European uppercut. Andrew Briggs going to target that quad again. Oh, man. Andrew Briggs just loving that taunt here tonight. Just trying to get in the head of Borton. Brings the knee down onto the kidney. Stomping on that ass. Oh. Kicks out the back of the leg and a second Shining Wizard. Andrew Briggs should have this match won. Not going to try for the pin, though. Instead, a third one of those elbow drops. Might be a mistake here by Briggs as he goes to the top. Maybe looking for the spinal tap. Yes, he is, but Borton with the Bortoa and catches him midair. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3. No, what? What? That was 3. Are you kidding me, ref? Oh, Borton is absolutely furious, and I don't blame him. Briggs taking a risk, and it didn't pay off. That was so 3. I can't wait to be in Japan for this new ref. I'm so sick of John Cone. But Borton keeping up the assault. Goes to that springboard elbow drop. Oh, what a brain buster. Oh. Catches a punt right on top of the noggin there. Releasing suplex toss. Borton trying to keep Briggs grounded here. He knows he still has that finisher in his pocket. One of those nasty knees right to the chest. And then a stomp right down to the chest. Andrew Briggs with a nice sweep back to his feet. Has Borton where he wants him. Can he finish? Trying to go to the corner. Can't stop yawning. I'm not even tired, though. Oh, SOS into the pin. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, though. Our first match of the evening. I don't know if any other match could be able to follow up on it. This has been amazing. Into the corner. Briggs going to try for a second. One of those Shining Wizard short arm clothesline combos. Borton countered with a stiff elbow to the jaw. Now back and forth they go. 1999 up in here. Mori reversal. Fast Michinoku driver. Not going to try for the pin. This match a million miles a minute. Off the ropes now. Lion salt. And now Briggs down on one knee. Tired as all hell. Both men's gas tanks on empty. How long they got to be able to keep going like this? Snaps the arm over the shoulder. And Randy Orton, what's he going for here? Modified suplex. Grabbing him by the nutsack. Oh, he's actually going for it. Sweet Moo music. For the first time this season, he hasn't hit it yet. Bam! Knocks the teeth right down the throat. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Randy Orton gets the win. What a match, man, to kick off Genesis. Sweet Moo music. Man, that was awesome, though. That was a 5-star encounter. And Randy Orton goes to 6-0. Slow start here tonight, huh? Slow start indeed. I'm on that cop viewership right now. Got that sweet burn cop. Go back and watch this. Got him, coach. What a match, though. Andrew Briggs certainly taking the international champion to the limit here tonight. Took one risk too many, though. I still can't believe that catching Bortoen was not enough to put Briggs down. But that Sweet Moo music right there certainly was. Because he's got the mooper kick, all right? That's Sweet Moo music. Randy Orton with his arms out wide celebrates this great victory here tonight. Yeah, you know, Gumball, it's up to you. You live your life how you see fit. Sweet Moo music. As the action continues, up next, guys, our first of 2 qualifying matches for the Tag Team Cup in 2 weeks' time, set to go down as Rise is going to battle Heaven or Hell. Sebastian Vachon and Murdoch. Of course, you see Sean Silva, the voice, the leader of Rise there in their corner. Wasn't ringside for SiberSlam, and Rise took that loss to the Empire of Pain. And despite that loss after the bell, Bison's shoulder targeted throughout. Wasn't even able to stand after the match was over, and Rise saw their opportunity and took it. Another brutal beatdown, and Murdoch with 5 steel chair shots right to that shoulder, as if it wasn't already mangled and messed up enough. And now Bison is in talks of possibly needing surgery to repair his shoulder. The state of Duo Maxwell currently unknown, but Rise leaving an impact, certainly. And tonight they get an opportunity. They can get past the legendary combination of Angelico and Diablo, former CMV Tag Team Champions, get into the cup, perhaps win, and they get another crack at the World Tag Team titles. Or not another crack, but an actual crack at the World Tag Team titles. If Duo Maxwell and Bison can actually make it to Japan. Rise are so rude. And again, from Fusion, we know that the teams involved are Desolation, Jamari Williams and Jaquan Shea, and the New God. Still one team to be revealed from that side, while all 4 Genesis representatives, 2 going to be decided here tonight, 2 next week. Again, still no word on who's going to be on Team Genesis. We know Desolation as well, along with Schmitty, former European champion, repping Samson at Validation. Well, the 4th member of Rise, Nikola Ivanovic, as I said earlier, he certainly had a great night at CyberSlam, kicking off the show, won that 6-man ladder match to become the new CMV light heavyweight champion. And he's in action later on tonight, taking on Eric Thunder, looking to kick off his reign the right way. Our main event, the new Alpha World Champion, Furious Frank, going to be going at it with Dmitry Nurmagomedov. after what happened at the top of the show here tonight. When Furious Frank came down to the ring, kind of his championship coronation, letting everyone know that he is the alpha male now around here. He always has been, he always will be. And Tim LaFave, of course, the former champion, the man who Furious Frank beat at SummerSlam to win the belt, came out and said, "Not for long, Frank. I got a championship rematch, and I'm cashing it as soon as possible." But Frank, not having any of that, brutally beat down Timmy Boy and finished it off by pile driving him onto the championship belt, guys. And perhaps would have taken his attack further if it weren't for Bob Luger saving the day, driving off the Furious One as the paramedics rushed to the ring to check on old Timmy Boy. No update on him thus far, but it did not look good. And there's Sebastian with them glitched boots. Can't wait to see a whole lot of that here tonight. They better fix that quick. Oh yeah, look at that, baby. 10 out of 10. 2K really knows how to put together a patch, man. Round of applause. Round of applause for 2K. Sean Silva rocking that fedora, fam. Don't hate. Appreciate. He's going to be ringside for Sebastian Vachon and Murdoch here tonight as they take on Angelico and Diablo, Heaven or Hell. CMV's second ever World Tag Team Champions. That was many moons ago, though, that they held those belts. Captured them, I believe, was it Elimination Chamber, I believe, Season 2. Right at the start of Season 2, and then they retained them at the first annual Ascendance. They were gone for a very long time. Competed for a couple of months on Unmatched and Intensity a little bit last season, but not much. But now they've returned home, looking to capture those titles yet again. Heaven or literal hell? Please choose. Literal heaven or literal hell? Sean Silva doesn't know what he's doing there ringside, just circling around. Here we go, folks. Getting the action underway. Sebastian Vachon and Murdoch of Rise take on Angelico and Diablo of Heaven or Hell for a spot in the Tag Team Cup in just 2 weeks' time as the ref rings that bell. And Sebastian right out of the gate with a Lutez press and a couple of heavy punches to follow up. Look at them boots, though. 10 out of 10. Good stuff, 2K. That deep arm drag is going to keep distracting me so bad throughout the show. Catch a couple of elbows to the jaw. Staggers is shown into the corner from behind. Angelica, though, counters counter after counter to counter the counter. Reversal Fest 1999. Cheeky little jab there. Reversed again with a jawbreaker. And then reverses the Trouble in Paradise attempt to catches a boot to the jaw. This technical display right out of the gate. Now attacked the big man Diablo, the powerhouse. Big overhand to the back of the head. Irish whip off the ropes goes the French-born competitor in a big body block. Just Diablo throwing his whole body at him. Apparently not. Apparently not, Gumbel. Yeah, I bet they do. They see it. They just don't care. They cannot release a patch without making things even worse somehow. Off the ropes. Big boot by Murdoch. Now we got the two powerhouses going at it. Murdoch in control. Big big hook by Diablo. Now a couple of headbutts to follow that up. 3 right in a row. Manhandling Murdoch. Counters this Diablo into a Russian leg sweep. Keeping it classic right there. He's going to be tagged to Angelico. See what the high flyer, the luchador, can get done. Diablo helping him out a little bit. As Angelico now, probably just as big as Murdoch's entire leg, and a DDT the thing. Murdoch's leg versus Angelico. Up on the second turnbuckle now. Phoenix Splash! But Murdoch saw it coming, able to move out of the way. Instinct kicking into play. Misses those stomps. Kicks out the knee now. Angelico with a snap DDT. Again, the winner of this gets a spot in the Tag Team Cup in just 2 weeks' time, bringing home a sweet, sweet bonus check. A big old trophy to put on their mantle at home, and of course a shot at their brand. If it's a Fusion Tag Team, that wins a shot at the Fusion Tag titles. Genesis team wins a shot at the World Tag Team titles that very night. As tagged Sebastian now with them beautiful boots. I literally, how does that even work? Like, how do you mess that up? I don't get it. What did they do to make boots glitch out like that? How? 2K. 1, 2, just a 2 count. It amazes me how bad their games are. Oh, now look at that roar by Vachon. We're going back to Angelico for a big time sit-out sidewalk slam. Looking at Angelico in disgust. Dragging him out of the corner, farther away from Diablo. Rise doing a very good job of cutting off the ring right now. Look at those stomps down onto the chest as Vachon now lifting Angelico to his feet. This wicked combination spinning back fist and a big clothesline to the floor. Angelico. But he's not done. Sebastian lifting a luchador to his feet, puts him in the corner. Going to try for their tag team finisher. Looking to end this match, but he somehow missed. Okay. All right, Angelico got that force field activated, I guess. As Murdoch trying to give Sebastian some room to work here. Catches a knee out of the tree of woe. Angelico has a chance to bounce back now. Trying to make the tag. Front headlock. Big knee. Connects right to the face. Takes a kick to the gut, though. Sebastian with a knee to the chest. Big blow to the ribs. Puts him back in the corner. Angelico tried to fight out of it second time as the charm tagged to Murdoch. Off the ropes, Murdoch inverted atomic drop off the ropes. Big boot by Vachon. Lays out Angelico, and if Sebastian can stop Diablo, which he does, and it's over. Rise get themselves a spot in the second annual Tag Team Cup with this victory over Heaven or Hell here tonight. Great job cutting off the ring, not allowing Angelico to tag out to Diablo. And despite Angelico rather's best attempts to fight back, showing his heart, it just was not enough. And you see Diablo try to come in and help out his partner, but Sebastian lying in wait in a big back suplex. Diablo actually countered it. I didn't see that. But it doesn't really matter. Rise are heading to Tokyo, Japan. And we still don't know the condition of Duo Maxwell or Bison. Can they even make it to Tokyo in 2 weeks' time to defend their belts if it is a Genesis team that wins the whole thing? As we see the four fingers put down later on tonight. The fourth of Rise is going to be in action, and Nikola Ivanovic, as he'll be battling Eric Thunder. That finisher is great, all right? The legendary tag team of freaking Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch, all right? Actually, one of my favorite tag teams. But guys, wait a minute! I'm being told there's an altercation going down backstage right now. I'm trying to get some cameramen back there to see what's going down. Apparently a fight breaking out backstage right now, guys. Sorry, I can't concentrate. Should have gone with more bang. Every tag team should have more bang. But guys, we are trying to get a cameraman to the back right now as again some sort of altercation is apparently going down between Killjoy and Salvi. These two men who are part of that 6-man ladder match at SiberSlam Let's see what's happening. Cameraman finally arriving on the scene, as well as a referee trying to break this up, but these two men are tearing into each other. Where's this cameraman? You got to turn the camera on. There we go. And Salvi and Killjoy in the middle of a brawl. It was a couple of weeks back that Salvi called out Killjoy after Killjoy the previous week had pinned the Masked Man in a fatal four-way. Salvi a little bit salty about that, wanting some words with Killjoy. Killjoy would come out and demand, really say, then fight me. Let's go one-on-one in a match right now. And Salvi said, I don't want to match with you, Killjoy. I want to fight you on my terms. I'll find you. You best be prepared. And I guess Salvi being good on his word as he has found Killjoy. Killjoy using the rack as a weapon. And these two just beating the hell out of each other. And again, they were both participants in that six-man ladder match for the light heavyweight title at CyberSlam, and Killjoy slammed right through the locker room door. And Killjoy now with a trash can in hand, right across the back of the crazed clown. We got to get some refs back here to break this up, man. Where are the officials? Where's Dave Turner? Thursday Night Genesis just chaotic as hell tonight. Fights going down everywhere. People getting attacked. And now Salvi dragging Killjoy, trying to ram him right into that that cubby hole. What'd you call that? I don't know. Like a fucking a drawer. Now he's just running into the trash can, getting that cardio in real quick. Bam! Head doinks right off the cupboard. And I believe they did fix that glitch where if you threw them into the thing, they would just stand there. Oh, suplexes him right on the tin can, man. He's holding his knee. I don't know how that works. Oh, now picks up a steel chair. Killjoy catches an elbow. Now big time DDT by the Masked Man. Killjoy wants to take this fight back. Oh. What? Trying to take this fight back out into the hall, but the trash can's kind of barricading him in. Oh! There we go. Trash can finally rolls out of the way. Oh, but Killjoy right into that concrete wall, man. That mask ain't going to offer very much support a second time. And then a DDT on the concrete floor. Killjoy not done. Another big time toss right into that supply crate. Indeed, Salvi making good on his word that he'd find Killjoy for a fight. Not a match, but a fight. But it seems like Killjoy was prepared. He was ready. Because he is taking it to Salvi right now. There we go. Finally, Salvi, a little bit of offense. Goes for that spine buster of his. Catches a DDT instead. The crazed clown now maybe going for his signature, trying for that snap DDT. Salvi not letting it happen. Big time elbow kick to the midsection and then a DDT. So many DDTs in this brawl here. Still no refs on the scene, by the way. There's that spine buster. Second time's the charm. Who's getting interviewed down at the end, by the way? Who is that down there? Pierre Thompson getting ready for his debut here on Thursday nights later on against Bob Luger. Oh, Salvi up on the crate. Looking to dive. Looking to take a chance. Killjoy staggering to his feet. Oh, but Salvi decides he doesn't want to take the risk. Maybe trying to finish things off. Killjoy saw it coming. End of days. Lays out Salvi. Oh my God, but Killjoy says not just one, but two. But Salvi sees the second one coming, having none of it. Big time neckbreaker takes down the crazed clown. And now Salvi lifts him up to his feet. Front headlock, elbow to the back of the head. These two tearing each other apart. Toss them right into that crate again. Rib first. Salvi going for something big, but counters the counter. Reversal fest, $19.99. And a huge neckbreaker pulled off. Now Salvi lifting Killjoy up to his feet. Got him on a kneeling position. What a wicked hook. Back suplex. Every single move hit on that hard concrete floor, man. It just has the potential to be career ending. A second spine buster. But Salvi ain't done, brother. But Killjoy's still alive, still kicking, still breathing. Ramming him into that concrete wall yet again. The crazed clown, big DDT off the kneeling position. Oh, now it's Killjoy on top of that crate. Who's gonna... What's going on with Killjoy's hands, by the way? I can't tell if that was I think that looked like a knee drop. I don't think he was intending it for it to be a knee drop. Is there some sort of glitch with the hands as well? I don't know what's going on with Killjoy's hand right now. Looks like he's got some very long fingernails or something. Oh, going for that DDT, that snap DDT attempted, countered by Salvi into a Russian leg sweep. These two knowing each other so well. This is the third time they've come, face to face. Fourth time if you count that altercation in the ring. That trash can freaking out as Salvi ramming, or rather Killjoy's ramming Salvi right into that supply crate. Not looking to do anything with that cheeky little jab. Staggers him, another jab. Now they're just exchanging blows. They're just messing with that trash can between them. Oh, Salvi! Salvi! Oh my God, don't do it! Tombstone pile driver on the concrete. And finally, this comes to an end as we got referees, backstage officials coming over here to break this up after a massive tombstone onto the concrete. And Killjoy is out, guys. He's not moving. Back out, King. He killed him. He killed him, King. He must be dead. What a brutal way to end that, though. Just cracking his skull off the concrete floor. And I'm sure Salvi has a sinister smile under that mask as we get ready for some more in-ring action. The debut of Kaiva going to be coming our way as he'll take on the flamboyant Kobayashi. Still a lot to get to here tonight, guys. Of course, we just saw Rise a little while back qualify for the Tag Team Cup by defeating Heaven or Hell later on. We'll be seeing the new faces of Fear take on the Greyhounds in another qualifier. Bob Luker taking on Pierre Thompson. And in our main event, Dmitry Nurmagomedov, the big Russian with a huge opportunity as he goes toe-to-toe with Furious Frank, our new Alpha World Champion. What up, Hellish? Hello, Trouble, by the way. I didn't see you here. Here we go. Time to see what this newcomer can do. Kaiva. Oh. Almost gave him that shit entrance. Buried on his debut already. Well, we're about to find out who this is. Borton, our first look at this newcomer. Getting thrusted onto the main card already. Dave Turner must like him. Must like the kid. See some potential in him. Just recently signed, not a few days ago. But Kaiva wanted action. Salivating out the mouth to show the CMV Universe what he's all about. What he can get done in that squared circle. Tomorrow, I'm going to be coming to the arena. All the equipment's packed. Kaiva in the ring, ready to go. So he'll be taking on Kobayashi here tonight. Kobayashi, who made his season debut a couple weeks back in tag team action. Oh, it looks like Kobayashi's got that boot glitch as well. It looks like a knee pad glitch. It doesn't look like the boot. It looks like the knee pad. Yep, it's the knee pad that's glitching out for Kobayashi there. Great job, too. I just can't say it enough, man. I can't say it enough. Such a good game. It's totally worth $60. Totally. 100%. Here we go. Kaiva set to make his debut as he takes on Kobayashi. Listen, Trouble, I know you're upset because your favorite stable in the world, King and Company, isn't in action tonight, alright? But hopefully they'll be back soon. As Kobayashi early on going to take the new blood into the corner. That test of strength and a clean break, showing some respect between one another. Oh, nice. Reverse atomic drop. Targeting them gonads. Bam! Slams him face for. I did buy the NXT pack, though. Batman. Alright. Now we got a big time neck crank cinched in. As the newcomer getting it taken to him early on. The knee pad glitch ain't so bad. You can't really tell that much. Up on the second turnbuckle, looking like a risk early on here. Kaiva gets to his feet, and Kobayashi, okay. Sure. And then a big elbow to the back of his head right there. Oh, what that was. This match starting off real great. Trips him up, does Kaiva. Now a stomp to the rib, flips him over, back to his feet. Kobayashi, big elbow to the midsection. Sucking the air right out of him. Float over, neck breaker. Oh, countered it, did Kaiva. Very last second to a neck breaker of his own. You blinked, you missed that one. Now a couple of stomps right down to the chest. Stomp to the arm. Stomp City here, and then a kick to the gut. Treating him like an unwanted dog. Oh, now just targeting that arm. Slams it off the canvas, picking him apart into the pin. Try to finish things off early here. Not even a 1 count. I mean, you didn't even see Sebastian Vachon's stylish boots, Trouble. The hottest thing going right now. Kobayashi deciding this match ain't starting off very well for him. Wants to catch a quick breather, but Kaiva's having none of it. Not going to let up with that half and half suplex on the outside of the ring. Isn't Kaiva from the Netherlands? Is that in Europe? I don't know. I'm not smart, remember? Slides back into the ring at a count of 3. It is Kobayashi. A little cheeky taunt, but Kaiva back in the ring from behind. Kobayashi didn't even see it coming. Stomp to the back of the head. And here comes some more of those outlaw stomps. Apparently really loves his stomps. That's what I'm getting this far from Kaiva here in this one. As now he's trying to crack that head like a coconut. Slam it into the canvas. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Propped up into a seated position. A couple of elbows raining down hard onto the shoulder. Lifts him up to a standing position. Kaiva from behind. Full Nelson into a slam. The strength, the height he got on that, though. Now, what is Kaiva doing? Just circling Kobayashi like a shark in the water, smelling blood, ready to go. But Kobayashi was able to recuperate with that couple of seconds given to him, and now a big-time knuckle sandwich. As we get a tweet here from Salvi, guys, that says, you see, the difference between me and you is that I eat, breathe, and bleed this company, and 100% of the time, I beat you. 1, 2, 3. Assuming he's targeting Killjoy there with that, but not 100% of the time if you're looking back at that Fatal 4-Way when Killjoy pinned Salvi. But he did technically, I'd say, win that backstage brawl after Tombstone pile driving him onto the concrete floor. As Kobayashi now up on the shoulders. Oh, with a fireman's carry single knee backbreaker. Kobayashi now stomping down on the ribs. The newcomer in a spot of trouble here. Kobayashi in firm control. Big time knee to the jaw. Flips him onto his belly for another one of those kicks. Kobayashi's ribs going to be bruised after this match. Oh, busting the flamboyant one wide open. Blood beginning to drip down his forehead as Kaiva going to put Kobayashi into the corner. Trying to put him up top, it looked like. Instead, ate a knee and a nice drop toe hold. Kaiva lying in wait, it looked like there, though. Lured him in for that arm drag. Now backing into the corner. Oh, catches some claps to the temple. Up against the ropes, leans Kaiva. Kobayashi just chucking him down. Springboards off the ropes a little bit to get that added oomph for the stomp. Fatal 4-ways don't count, but Salvi was pinned in it. So, I mean, if anybody lost that Fatal 4-way, it was Salvi. Come on. Just rubbing Kaiva's face into the cams before dropping the elbow to the back of the head. And Kobayashi kind of like a tiny roar there. Back to those old days of CMV. I'm sniffling up a storm here. Kobayashi back to his feet. Short arm, shoulder block, tit for tat. These two go. I'm pretty sure they both have finishers in their pockets, by the way, but they're just messing with each other here, trying to wear each other down a little bit more. European uppercut, that blood beginning to drip down into the eyes, the mouth of Kobayashi. You're going to target that quad. Lands him. Sorry about that, guys. Just in time to see the end of that matchup, though, as Kaiva gets the victory off a massive landslide following a second one of those full Nelson slams. And gets the 3 count and a successful debut here on Thursday Night Genesis. Indeed, he does have the Avalanche landslide there. You gotta, see, I just want you to thirst for my sexy voice, you know? Just want it. I'm dangling it in front of you. And here was the finish, a massive landslide. If you repost that, I'll read that one, Batman, but I couldn't because I had my mic muted. Dogs are freaking out. Kaiva. Not gonna say dominant. That was a pretty good match, back and forth. Kobayashi got a lot of offense in, but Kaiva certainly proving to be a force to be reckoned with in that ring. Bum 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 bum. And as the action continues, up next, we're going to be hearing from Kevin Lee, the hypothetical kung fu practitioner. The one and only man who can punch you in the back of the face. The Kung Fu Cowboy, baby. Kevin Lee, who, after failing to capture the light heavyweight championship in the 6-man ladder bout at CyberSlam, of course, been fiending to get his hands on Ryan Kent. He certainly did. Spent the majority of the match beating the hell out of the Firestarter, maybe even prevented Kent from retaining at the end of it all. But Kevin Lee's got something on his mind, requested a microphone in just a couple of minutes to address the CMV universe, so we'll see what he's got to say. Still a lot to get to here tonight. We've got that second Tag Team Cup qualifier, as we'll see the new faces of fear battle the Greyhounds, John Reed and Ryan Kent go out at the new light heavyweight champ, Nikola Ivanovic, the man who won that 6-man ladder match, taking on Eric Thunder of Extreme Conditions. Bob Luger and Pierre Thompson go at it. Can't wait for that one. It's going to be good. And then our main event, Dmitry Nurmagomedov taking on, oh boy, Furious Frank, our CMV Alpha World Champion. But first, let's see what the former two-time CMV Tag Team Champions got on his mind. Kevin Lee looks like he's got something resting on them shoulders. Wants to get off here. Those dank jeans. That man bun looking on fleek, as the kids say. I've been going it alone for a long time now. But that has to change. And I've got someone in mind who I'd like to say a few words to. Hopefully, Kenji Murakami will hear me out. Kevin Lee calling out Kenji Murakami. For what reason? Saying he's been alone for a long time. He has. I mean, T&E Lee disbanded it like maybe up to 8 months ago now. At this point, microphone disappearing. Okay, so Kevin Lee calling out Kenji Murakami, and here comes the Japanese buzzsaw, ladies and gentlemen, who's fresh off of that defeat at the hands of Randy Orton at SummerSlam with the international title on the line. Kevin Lee looking to perhaps form some sort of alliance here with Murakami? After Tim was taken out of play at the top of the night, presumably for the foreseeable future after what Frank did to him, maybe Kevin Lee looking for other allies, other people to watch his back. I mean, come on, get on deck with that dank eyeshadow trouble. Let's see what Kenji Murakami's response here is to this offer. I was in the back enjoying some COD, getting my limo driver to bring me my new suit, and I get told my name is being hollered. What is so worthy of my attention? Please explain. Kenji Murakami eating some COD. Why? Because he's Japanese? 2K with that racism. Eating that fish. Here's the deal. I'm suggesting that you and I team up and take CMV by storm. With our combined talents, there's not a superstar on this roster who would even dare to challenge us. What do you say? You ready to be part of greatness? So the two-time CMV Tag Team Champion is offering an alliance, a tag team with Kenji Murakami here. I've had one goal in mind for a very long time, to prove I'm the absolute greatest superstar in the world. I've spent most of my career focused on singles glory, but I want to prove I'm the best. It's only natural I also prove it in the tag team division. Long story short, count me in. So Kenji Murakami agrees, and it seems like we got a new tag team in the works here. Get ready to make some space on your trophy shelf or whatever you have for your awards, because we're about to start bringing them in hand over fist. Just name it and we'll get it. Best Tag Team Championship Gold, Best Tag Finisher, the list goes on. You name it, we'll win. I don't trust easily, so I hope you don't break that. If you do, I might just break you, bro. But instead, let's use that energy to break the spirit of the CMV universe and every damn guy on this roster. So a new tag team being formed between Kevin Lee and Kenji Murakami, ladies and gentlemen. As Kevin Lee says, we'll win it all. Tag team gold, best tag team of the year, best tag team finisher. Make room on your trophy shelf. But also warning Kenji that if he backstabs him, turns on him, he's going to live to regret it. Kendry. That's certainly going to be an interesting duo. I dig it. Speaking of tag teams, though, guys, up next, Tag Team Cup qualifier coming our way. As the undefeated new faces of fear, Marcantel and Father Victor, take on the Greyhounds and Isaiah Key and Shiloh Gray. We saw Rise qualify by defeating Heaven or Hell earlier tonight. See who's going to join the fold for the Genesis side of things. From Fusion, we got Desolation, Jamari Williams, and Jaquan Shea, and the New Gods in the fold thus far. And the Greyhounds certainly with a successful night at CyberSlam by defeating John Reed and Bill Maverick. But John Reed not done post CyberSlam, challenging Shiloh Gray to just a clean one-on-one match. No Bill Maverick, no Isaiah Key, just the two of them, one-on-one. And I am being told, guys, by General Manager Johnny Sampson. Wow, General Manager John. I'm already ready for Sampson to take over Genesis. I'm a big Sampson fan. I'm a Fusion guy. You know, but now General Manager Dave Turner, who's still in control of Thursday nights as it currently stands, has let me know that if the Greyhounds fail to qualify for this Tag Team Cup, then at the Tag Team Cup in Tokyo, Japan in 2 weeks' time, one-on-one, it will be John Reed taking on Shiloh Gray. But if the Greyhounds do qualify, then next week we'll get that one-on-one encounter. I've already got that shit rigged. Sorry, Team Genesis. Trying to get that sound on my mic right now. So annoying when it comes to just one ear. Please chill. Chili, please. Alright, let's see if Marcantel and Father Victor can remain undefeated. And head on to Tokyo, where if the Greyhounds can pull off this upset, I'd say being upset, the size difference alone. Well, Father Victor's not... I'd say he's probably about the same size as Isaiah Key and Shiloh Gray here, but Marcantel certainly the powerhouse, the monster, the big red machine, the archangel, the true Dark Lord. Keep forgetting to unmute. Marcantel, a former CMV Anarchy champion. I'd call him a CMV veteran at this point in his career. Been around about 2 years. Hungry for that championship gold being saved by Father Victor. Remember, at Exodus, Marcantel said that if he were to lose the Elimination Chamber, he'd burn himself alive in the middle of the ring in front of all to see. But Father Victor saving him from that, giving him a new purpose in life, destruction, mayhem, to bring darkness over all of CMV. Father Victor still has not done that dank taunt, Gumble, which I'm pretty upset about. And here come the Greyhounds, college roommates turned CMV superstars. Gotta wonder how Shiloh Gray is feeling about Tim LaFave taking that brutal beatdown at the hands of Furious Frank at the top of the show. Probably is really worried about his brother, but right now he's got to put that somehow in the back of his mind and focus here for this opportunity of a lifetime. Here we go, the new Faces of Fear taking on the Greyhounds. Winning team and advances to the Tag Team Cup in 2 weeks' time, as it'll be big Marky Moo, colliding with Shiloh Gray. And look at Shiloh, or rather Isaiah Key. Right out of the gate with that wicked combination, a little jabs, couple of hooks, forearm to the back. But look at Marcantel just swatting Key to the ground and now taking a hold of that arm. Oh, we're trying to tear it out of the socket. The way he's twisting and turning. Key with a nice boot. Dang, he launched Marcantel nearly out of the ring right there with that one. As now he's going to try to make the tag to Gray, the more experienced of the two. Not by much, though. It was only in CMB for a couple of months before Key came. Oh, my God, that boot. That was a nasty big boot, man. Here comes a cheeky little run at a couple of jabs by Shiloh now. Big headbutt. Going to stagger the 7-year elder of old Timmy Boy the Timster. Half brothers, of course. Look at the agility, though, of Shiloh catching Marcantel off guard. Certainly trying to make a tag, keeping themselves fresh. Good idea, good strategy by the Greyhounds, but instead gets floored with that electric chair sit-out power bomb. Now Marcantel going to make the tag to Father Victor. More even playing field here. It's Father Victor with the front headlock and a hammerlock in a standing position. Going to try to force Gray to tap out, but Gray fighting out of it with a well-placed punch to the midsection. What up, Kenji? Just missed your promo. Apparently, Kenji Murakami and Kevin Lee going to be forming an alliance after the Kung Fu Cowboy came out, said he's been on his own for too long, and called out Kenji Murakami, telling Kenji, we can have it all. Tag Team Gold, we'll be voted Tag Team of the Year, Best Tag Team Finisher of the Year. Anything you want, we'll have it. Enticing Kenji to the point where the Japanese buzzsaw agreed. Kevin Lee with a warning, though, saying, Kenji, if you stab me in the back, you will live to regret it. As Isaiah Key now, the legal man, and Father Victor with a stiff forearm to the jaw. Palm panel position, going to take him overhead. Makes the tag to Marcantel. Father Victor not done, though. Stiff forearm to the back, distracts Isaiah. Marcantel Irish whip off the ropes. He goes, rebounds, goes for a crossbody. Does the big red machine sidesteps it, does the Hound. Pullback attack, that kitchen sink might have cracked a couple of ribs and then just kicked him right in the shin. Couldn't have felt too good for either man. Marcantel now up to the second turnbuckle. I think I'm getting sick. Marcantel not a high flyer, certainly. I wouldn't really say going off the second turnbuckle is really high flying, but certainly taking a risk nonetheless. Paid off there for him. As he gets back to his feet, not allowing Key to stay in control for very long. Goes for another one of those big boots, but missed. Luckily able to counter whatever Key was going for. Dragging him off to the middle of the ring. Oh, look at that front headlock, rolling him around like a gator, having him trapped in his jaw and then to the crossface. Not looking for a submission here, more so looking to just wear down Isaiah a little bit. Flips him over, lateral press by Archangel. 1, 2. Just a 2 count produced, though. Overhand punch. Connects, and then just look at that fisherman suplex, deadlifting him up off the ground like a sack of dirty laundry as Marcantel now has him in his sights, sizing him up in the corner. What is he looking for here? Discus, big boot. No, Isaiah saw it coming, moves out of the way, but really to no avail, not able to capitalize. And now a tag to Father Victor. What up, Psycho Retros? What do we got here? Double knees to the spine. And then Father Victor from behind. Look at Key with that quickness, though. Tilt the world. DDT. Catches the father. Now Isaiah backing up into the corner. Trying to get the fans behind him. Behind the Greyhounds here for this opportunity of a lifetime. What this could do for Isaiah and Shiloh's career. As Isaiah Key now, the Hound, looking to finish things. Not going to go for the Greyhounds tag fin, I guess. Trying to finish things off on his own, but it backfires as Father Victor counters. Now going to put Isaiah in the corner, coming up from behind. Oh, Isaiah sees it coming. Back elbow catching him, spinning soul kick off the ropes. Basement drop kick, lines him up. Connects perfectly. With that boot to the jaw. If I were Isaiah Key, I would certainly tag out right now. Marcantel was mollywhopping him. Doesn't seem like he wants to do that, though. Shiloh Gray talking to the fans again, trying to hype them up here. Gets that stomp to the midsection, just Key. Oh, trying to go for another signature, I think. But Father Victor has none of it. Puts Isaiah in the corner. Turn around, Marky Moo. Marcantel was too busy taunting the fans. This is a regular tag move here, it looks like. What are they going for, though? Targeting Isaiah's legs. What does Marcantel do? Just kicks to the side of the knee. And that might have just not only ended this match for the Greyhounds, but perhaps put a hindrance on Isaiah's career. Yeah, it's been a while, Psycho. Welcome back to the stream, my friend. As Marcantel going to try to go for that leg again, but Isaiah's still got some fight in him. He has got to make that tag, and he does to Shiloh. Let's see if Gray can put the team on his back. No, Isaiah's not done, trying to help out Gray a little bit. Nice teamwork here. Backing Marcantel up into the corner, but Marcantel just shoves him away like it ain't no thing. Flooding him like a swai, as Michael Cole would say. Now big hook brings Marky Moo to the outside. Shiloh Gray going to join him. Not giving a second to breathe. Sizing him up. Maybe looking for a springboard. No, not going to take the risk. Cheeky little jab. Another cheeky little jab. Marcantel fires back with a chop to the throat. Catches the leg. Counter after counter. Mori back just in time for me to say 1999 up in here. With this reversal fest, referee at a count of 3 right now. Shiloh going to break the count again. Simply breaks the count before making his way back into the ring. Now going to bring Marcantel back into that squared circle. Elbow right to the face. Count of 2 by the referee. Gray trying to finish things off here. Get the Greyhounds to the tag team cut, but Marcantel's having none of it. And what a bear hug. Oh, no, it doesn't go for the bear hug slam. Almost belly to belly him right into Father Victor. As Isaiah Key was able to counter this discus big boot. Will Shiloh be able to do the same? Not even going to do the discus. Oh, but he did counter it still. Put into the corner once again, though. Tag to Father Victor. Marcantel holding him back. What are they going for here? Irish whip. Father Victor with a nasty clothesline. Puts him right in the path of Marcantel, who takes his head off. Oh, and now Father Victor with his arm raised up high. Looking for that choke slam. All the way from heaven, I guess? And Shiloh Gray floored, nearly put through the canvas. Into the pin. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, though. Just like the Hurricane doing the Hurra Slam. Was that what they called it? Hurra Choke Slam, something like that. The greatest finisher of all time. Shiloh Gray, though, with that fighting spirit, puts Father Victor in the corner. We're going to see the Greyhounds tag Finn finally. Yes, we are. Springboards Isaiah. Drop kick into a complete shot. Isaiah taking his time, making it to the pin, though. 1, 2, and Marcantel able to break things up and save Victor as Isaiah tries for... Oh, he's still caught. Oh, I love how he rolled out of the way, but Isaiah still caught him. That beautiful botch. Whoa! Victory roll. Isaiah looking to steal it. 1. Oh, but Marcantel able to pick up the pin once again as freaking Shiloh is just not great. And stopping Big Mark. Up top now, Victor has something nasty in mind for Isaiah here. The Holy Man, oh, setting him up for a butterfly suplex off the top rope, man. Absolutely devastating lateral press. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, though. Seems like Shiloh Gray just gave up on Key a little bit. Not even attempting to save him, but luckily the Hound able to kick out on his own. Double boot stomp. Going to pull that Borton? Yes, he is. That vintage Borton. A stiff kick to the spine. And now Father Victor going to make the tag to Marcantel. We'll see what the powerhouse, the monster, can do here. Trouble, we still haven't played that Gears of War together. Neither have we, Echo. Gotta get with me and Gumball, get that squaw, you know? We'll rival at the Envy Clan. Big splash by Marcantel into the pin. Isaiah Key might be in trouble, able to kick out on his own. Again, having to rely on himself as Shiloh Gray is just so slow. Too much damage done to him at this point. Isaiah Key, no zigzag by the Hound. Into the pin. Oh, rope break, though. Finally sees the opening. Perhaps the win within his reach, and that rope break comes into play. Oh, look at Father Victor. Almost put him right into the pin, though. Victor helping out Marcantel, clutching at the ribs as Isaiah makes the tag to Shiloh, but Marcantel just seems to be dead. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, though. Isaiah Key barely able to hold onto the top rope here. Shiloh Gray up top. Phoenix Splash! Actually connects. This is the first time that's actually connected this entire season. It's usually always reversed. Marcantel seems to be dead, man. He's just not moving, getting no defense and certainly no offense. Guys, here's a tweet from The Takeover, CMV. He says, I, Jaquan Shea, do not care if it's Genesis Fusion or his mom's basement. Oliver, you're mine. Or you're going down, I guess it says, because that thumb down. Yeah, not very smart, you know. We do know Oliver Smith set to do battle with Jay Davis in Tokyo, Japan, inside of a steel cage, while Jaquan Shea, alongside Jamari Williams, compete in the Tag Team Cup, figuring out who's going to join him right here now in this one. As Markinsell with another one of those overhead belly-to-bellies. Markinsell putting Shiloh in the corner. Looking to end things in this tag team match. It's been a good one, but this does not look good. Father Victor with that tombstone pile driver set in position. Markinsell off the ropes. Drives him skull first into the canvas. Victor makes the pin. Referee taking his sweet old time. 1, 2, 3. And the new Faces of Fear not only remain undefeated, but also advance to Tokyo, Japan to compete in the Tag Team Cup. I am not an Olive. The new Faces of Fear. What a tag match, though. That was a great tag team match. Back and forth, indeed it was. But Markinsell and Father Victor with a mission here tonight. So now from the Fusion side of things, we have Desolation, Jamari Williams and Jaquan Shea and the New Gods. And from Genesis, we now know Rise and the new Faces of Fear will be joining the fold. And here's the finish after that. Assisted at Tombstone at Pile Driver. Shiloh Gray didn't even get in the ring to, or Isaiah Key rather, didn't even get in the ring to attempt to break it up. He was just like, yeah, had enough getting our asses kicked here. Who will be the other two tag teams joining the Cup from the Genesis side of things? We'll find out next week. Who will be the last team from Fusion? We find out next week. As the Tag Team Cup is just 2 weeks away, but still a lot to get to here tonight. Elijah does not have a match tonight, but he will be getting some airtime later on. He's got something on his mind after failing to capture the light heavyweight title in that ladder match at CyberSlam. If it makes it to that. Up next, though, guys, John Reed going to be in action. Set for the biggest challenge of his career, certainly thus far, as he goes toe-to-toe with the living legend and the fire starter, Ryan Kent, who saw his legendary, not only light heavyweight title reign, but just title reign, period, come to an end. After Nikola Ivanovic, of course, won the championship. He'll still be in action a little bit later on tonight. I think I got the formation of the card a little bit wrong when I posted it on the site. But he is in action, taking on Eric Thunder. I believe maybe up next, or maybe the co-main event it is instead. I don't know, something like that. It's still to come. I'm just stupid and forgot the order of the card. But because the update messed it all up and got it all out of order and added more matches on the card, of course, and all that. So, but John Reed on the losing end of that tag team match at CyberSlam after he left his partner in Bill Maverick to be pinned by the Greyhounds. John Reed saying, I attacked Crow for a reason. I don't want to be in a tag team. I want to be on my own. So Bill Maverick, he saw the match wasn't going their way. He saw Maverick was getting mollywopped and said, I'm out of here. I'm having none of this. But he did challenge Shiloh Gray, remember, to that one-on-one encounter. And with the Greyhounds losing that qualifying match, that Tag Team Cup qualifier, we now know that in 2 weeks' time at Tokyo, Japan, it will be this man, John Reed, going one-on-one with Shiloh Gray. Looks to get that big push of momentum here tonight with a victory over the likes of Ryan Kent. Ryan Kent spent 4 months as a light heavyweight champion, 9 championship defenses, the most of any champion in CMV history. Even Brian Novak, it was the European champion on Unmatched for 10 months. Even he didn't have 9 championship defenses. Ryan Kent is certainly a guaranteed future Hall of Famer, but he said via a tweet after he lost the ladder match at SummerSlam, he said, "I'm not interested in a rematch. I'm interested in that Alpha World Championship." Actually calling out Tim, but of course we know now Tim, still no update on his condition, but it's not looking good for the former Alpha World Champion after what Frank did to him. That sound guy, though, it just started playing Emma's music. Then on the edges. About to have Shiloh Gray come out here instead. Ryan Kent begins his climb up back into the main event scene, back to the top of the mountain. He can make claims all he wants, make challenges all he wants, but you need wins to prove yourself worthy of getting a crack at the Alpha World title. Our champion, our new champion in action in our main event tonight, Furious Frank battles Dmitry Nurmagomedov. Pierre Thompson makes his Genesis debut, being welcomed to Thursday nights by Bob Luger. I can't wait for that. That's potential to be match of the night. Excited for that one. Match of the night so far, I'd still say is that opener between Andrew Briggs and Randy Orton. We're definitely trolling after the stream ends here tonight. I need my fix of trolling. Here we go, singles action set to get underway. John Reed, the biggest match of his career, the biggest opportunity of his career to take down the likes of Ryan Kent. A man who has held every single title in CMV but one, and that's the Fusion Tag Team title belts, which he obviously cannot capture since he is not on Fusion. And of course the Vixens title. Maybe he could oh, look at this, guys. Bill Maverick coming on down the ramp. Not going to let John Reed get away, it looks like, with leaving him at CyberSlam as Maverick coming down ringside into the corner of Ryan Kent, looking to cause mischief. Try and cost John Reed this big opportunity, but John Reed's not paying him any attention, trying to keep focused on Ryan Kent here. But how can he not? How can he not worry about fear being ringside here? As Ryan Kent going to take advantage and look at the Firestarter knee to the back of the head. Arms out wide. Saying this is a walk in the park. This is a piece of cake. Kent now Irish whip off the ropes goes John Reed. The fallen one caught with a nasty spine buster. Kent now grabbing that ankle. John Reed launches him back, though. Look at the way he landed on his head right there. Maverick kind of cringing at the sight. I guess we'll see if he gets involved. Thus far, just content to be ringside. Those mind games, letting John Reed worry himself to defeat. As we get a back body drop now. John Reed fighting Kent, rolls out of the ring, goes right back in, though. Just taking a quick breather. Back suplex. John Reed takes advantage. Back and forth they go. Faux tit for tat. Reversal after reversal. Counter after counter, Maury. 1999. As now we get a Tilt-A-Whirl DDT. Big Isaiah Key fan. Short arm shoulder block. Into a nice standing leg drop. As now we get a seated position. John Reed going to target that arm with a couple of elbows. Right to the chest. You saw John Reed just peer at Maverick for a slight second. Just for a second, his eyes diverted to ringside to look fear in the eyes, and that cost him. Able to recapitalize, though, pretty quickly. Back into the driver's seat, another leg drop into a lateral press. One. Just a, whoa, no, breaks the pin himself. Maybe trying to send a message to not only Bill Maverick, but also Shiloh Gray and Ryan Kent, anybody else on the roster. Oh, big voodoo, baby. Big voo-voo. John Reed telling Kent, get up on your feet. I'm not done with you. Drags him off to the middle of the ring. Up over the shoulders he goes. Oh, single knee gut buster. Trying to bruise them ribs, maybe even crack them. Oh, and there's that super kick out of nowhere. Rip in peace, Paul Anderson. Here comes Maverick, though, guys. Fear up on the apron, beckoning the referee's attention. Doesn't see the pin go down, and Reed is forced to release the hold. Oh, John Reed, I think, might end up ruining the day that he left Maverick to fend for himself at CyberSlam. I believe Bill Maverick said to Reed, "You turn on me. You know, you stab me in the back. You're going to live to regret it." And now John Reed certainly is. That throat slit taunt, and then the fisherman suplex. Just turning Reed inside out as Kent now. Oh, steel chair slid into the ring. Ref hasn't seen it. I don't think Kent or Reed have either, though. Obviously put into play by Maverick, who just gingerly walks back to the corner as if he did nothing. Oh, and now Bill Maverick going to distract the referee. That chair is fair play now. Looks like Reed might try and grab it. And he does, but look at the ref. The ref is looking again. And John Reed slaps the steel across the spine of Ryan Kent. And this match has been thrown out as Reed escapes through the crowd. This match ends via disqualification. John Reed, having none of Bill Maverick ringside, lets out a mighty roar before escaping off through the fans. Bill Maverick just looking on with a sinister grin as Ryan Kent clutches at his spine in agony. A scowl as he does technically win that bout. John Reed having none of the shenanigans with Fear at ringside. Using that chair, that Bill Maverick. Was that Bill Maverick's plan? And this web just keeps getting stickier and stickier. Just like my chair, you know, man. No. This is Wii U video. Nice graphics, right? Well, guys, John Reed losing out via disqualification there, smacking Ryan Kent with a steel chair, but the night must go on. As up next, we see our brand spanking new CMV light heavyweight champion in action as Nikola Ivanovic of Rise, of course, joined by Sean Silva, who accompanied Sebastian Vachon and Murdoch to victory earlier tonight over Heaven or Hell to qualify for the Tag Team Cup. And Nikola going to be battling Eric Thunder of Extreme Conditions, joined by MJ, the Extremist. Still to come tonight, we get some words from Elijah Stewart. See what he has on his mind. Bob Luger battles Pierre Thompson in the main event. Dmitry Nurmagomedov, the big Russian, with a big opportunity, as he'll be taking on the new Alpha World Champion and Furious Frank. But which face, though? You're a big Eric Thunder fan, right, Trouble? I heard you owned his fan club, the website, ericthunderfans.net. That's owned by you, Trouble. Pay $9.99 a month for that fucking URL. But Nikola Ivanovic, certainly the dark horse, I'd say, the least who I expected to win that ladder match. And of course, he comes out on top, rising above the likes of Kevin Lee and of course the champion Ryan Kent to capture the belt. And there's that light heavyweight belt strapped firmly around the waist of Nikola Ivanovic. Nikola, where does he hail from, Borton? I believe we talked about this before. I said Russia, but you said from someplace else. Czechoslovakia or something, I don't know. With a name like that. Of course, that dank fedora, Gumbel's favorite. Coming on out here, Nikola Ivanovic, prior CyberSlam, just made his debut at last week's Genesis. Barely able to defeat Bryce Hurt. It was only thanks to Sean Silva interfering so much ringside. We'll see if that comes into play again here tonight. Serbia, there it is. Oh, it looks like Nicola's got them glitched knee pads or boots as well. See him poking out. Oh, yeah, look at that. 2K are aware of this, right? 2K are aware of this terrible glitch. Okay, Sean Silva just jumped over the top rope there. Meant for Sebastian Vachon and Murdoch as this entrance. Oh, feeling that fedora. You can get that fedora, guys. The Rise Fedora, CMVshop.com. For only $29.99. Nikola Ivanovic looking to kick off his reign with a victory. X-Pac! Make some noise! Oh, I missed that. I don't know when you left, Maury, so I don't know what you missed. John Reed, I think you missed the John Reed match, but he hit Ryan Kent with a steel chair, causing a disqualification after Bill Maverick was doing some shenanigans ringside. Here's a tweet from John Reed, actually, that says, "I don't need fear ruining my matches. To Kent, we will meet again. Shiloh, I'll see you in Japan." As this is Eric Thunder of the light heavyweight division in action, joined by his childhood best friend, the extremist, Matt Jefferson. Oh, look at those boots on Nikola. Na Degeneration X. I'll tell you when they'll beat him, Echo, when they win the Tag Team Cup and then take them titles off their cold, lifeless corpses. There we go, though. Nikola Ivanovic, our new light heavyweight champion, again looking to get his championship reign off with a win. Kick it off the right way. And you know, Eric Thunder. Oh, Eric Thunder's got the glitch boots, too. Battle of the glitch boots here. Eric Thunder, Matt Jefferson certainly could be looking for a spot in that Tag Team Cup next week. 2 more qualifiers to come. As we get a pinfall early on by Ivanovic here. Just a 1 count produced. Oh my god, this glitch is so bad. They need to fix this real quick, man. Target on the elbow now is Ivanovic. Sean Silva, the #1 cheerleader ringside, who hasn't been in action yet. Just been the voice of Rise. And standing at ringside again. Really brought Nikola to victory last week with interference after interference after interference. I'm going to assume that's why MJ is here tonight, to make sure that doesn't happen, or at least doesn't go, you know, unpunished. Takes him overhead. Nikola Ivanovic dragging him away from the ropes. Cracking that head open like a coconut. As he repeatedly slams it off the canvas. Into the corner now. Stomping them feet. I'll break kayfabe here for a second. I actually thought Nikola Ivanovic was a light heavyweight. I didn't go and make him one when I put him in the ladder match. I thought he was a light heavyweight. So then when he won the exhibition match, but the title wasn't actually on the line because you can't put him on the line in a ladder match. And then Borton was like, "Why'd you make him a light heavyweight?" That's when I realized, oh. So then I had to, to put the belt on him. He dropped a couple of pounds, okay? I mean, he's not that big of a guy. He's certainly dwarfing Eric Thunder, but Eric Thunder is a cruiserweight. Certainly got that size and the muscular advantage as well. Kick to the midsection, does ET. Gets it, oh my god. That haiku, baby. Rip and piece Sushi X, never 5 get. Kick to the chest now. As Thunder lifts to his feet, rips him overhead. Kneeling position, but Eric Thunder fights back. from behind. Oh, back suplex, side slam. Now I'm a big fan because I love that move. Cracks the neck and the knuckles as Ivanovic, saying this is too easy. Where's the real challenge? Roger just a cocky bunch of assholes here. Oh, and that lawn dart, man. Well, we know that after Rise's brutal attack on the Empire Pain following their loss to the tag champs at SummerSlam, Bison talks of possibly needing surgery on that shoulder of his, and we don't know the condition of Duo and Axel as of now. Don't even know if they'll be able to make it to Tokyo, Japan in 2 weeks' time to defend their titles if they need to. As Ivanovic and Paler DDT pulled off nicely. As now he kind of just sends a cheeky look to MJ there off in the corner before returning to Thunder, giving him too much time to recuperate though. Russian leg sweep now. Thunder, who is a multi-time contender for the light heavyweight championship last season. I believe he challenged Ryan Kent one-on-one. And then, of course, in that gauntlet match, look at that springboard moonsault just gliding gracefully through the air. Turning Nicola around, going for some rolling thunder, baby. All that weight, which isn't too much, still going to hurt, crashing down onto the chest and ribs as look at Sean Silva capturing the attention of Thunder, beckoning him over as Nicola back to his feet from behind. Going to capitalize with a tiger suplex. Now looking to finish things, Ivanovic setting Thunder up for the rolling cutter. Middle of the ring, hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, just a 2 count. Eric's still alive, but barely. Nicola can't believe it. Got to stay on top of Eric Thunder here, nearly knocking the ref down as he scales to the top rope. Ivanovic going to take a plunge, take a risk. Will it pay off? Body splash. Now that is a good chunk of man coming crashing down on you. Tilt-a-whirl arm drag there. Thunder trying to mount this comeback, trying to get himself back into the fold. What a chance this is for him to knock off the light heavyweight champion, put himself in that #1 contender's position. Just get a 1 count there, though. Oh, top Thunder. We know what he's going for. Gonna scale to the top rope and go for that imploding 450, or maybe not. Oh, Houston Hangover instead. I thought he had a finisher. Maybe he just doesn't want to go for it just yet. Eric Thunder is coming into this one off of a victory, by the way, a couple weeks back, defeating Bill Maverick on a live event. Top kick. That Dollar Tree battery life. As now we get a couple of elbows off right to the temple of Nikola Ivanovic. This matchup continues. This glitch is so bad. Oh my god. Again, only a 1 count. Eric Thunder can't seem to get past it. Head scissors cinched in. Nicola able to slip free. Got that baby oil on deck. Front headlock now. Thunder capitalizes. Gets out of it in a Russian leg sweep. Matt Jefferson in support of his best friend, his tag team partner here. Cheering him on the best he can. But to no avail. Ivanovic grabbing Thunder by that long hair of his and whipping him into the mat. As now he puts him in a certain position for this cheeky little elbow drop. Nicola picking apart Thunder here, targeting every single limb, the arm, the legs, the chest, the head. Thunder still fighting, showing that heart though, battling back, not giving up, and Eric Thunder. Oh, the spine buster. Oh my God. Quaking the entire ring. 1, 2, 3, and he got him. What an upset. Sean Silva's freaking out. He can't believe it. Matt Jefferson can't believe it either. That was a huge upset. That is not the way that Nikola Ivanovic wanted to kick off his reign. The OAO slam gets the job done. And Eric Thunder picks up the victory over the light heavyweight champion. So CyberSlam, Nikola Ivanovic gets the win. Sebastian Vachon and Murdoch lose. This Genesis. Vachon and Murdoch get the win. Nikola Ivanovic takes that loss. Look at that slam by Thunder, as if he's not dwarfed. Just killing Ivanovic here. What a win for not only Eric Thunder, but Matt Jefferson as well. In extreme conditions, this has got to put ET in that #1 contender's position. Break it down. OAO, OAO. Up next, guys, it is time to welcome Primetime Pierre Thompson to Thursday nights and the Genesis brand after he lost that loser leaves fusion match to Xander Slade at CyberSlam. He begins his new career here. At the lead of Dave Turner, who is still looking to put together his 7 members for Team Genesis to battle Team Fusion in 4 weeks' time at Validation. Turner putting his show, his name, his career on the line. For if Samson wins, he gets back control of Thursday nights. We already know that Desolation and Schmitty will be taking up 3 slots for Team Johnny. And Bob Luger, start of the show tonight, a little bit late, but nonetheless trying, and that's what matters. He tried and prevented Furious Frank from doing any further damage, which he most certainly would have. Pile driving Tim on that Alpha World Championship. And Bob Luger, of course, who took the loss to Furious Frank on the pre-show of CyberSlam, allowing Frank to advance and then defeat Tim to capture the belt. He's in action tonight in our main event, taking on Dmitry Nurmagomedov. After this, we hear from Elijah Stewart. Essentially our co-main event of the evening right now. Match of the night potential. The work ethic titan, the second generation superstar, the cardio maniac. With Tim now foreseeably out of the title picture, Bob Luger with the victory here over Pierre Thompson. Perhaps could keep himself afloat up top the rankings. Hang on, let's take that blow my nose. All right, set and ready to go. Pierre Thompson makes his way out onto the Genesis stage for the first time ever. Certainly can't be feeling too well about being booted off of the flagship show off of Monday nights by his arch rival, Xander Slate. It has gotta sting. Certainly one hell of a 3 stages of hell match it was at the pay-per-view this past Sunday. It actually went to the 3rd stage after Xander won the Falls Count Anywhere match. Pierre Thompson bounced back to get a victory inside of the steel cage, but Slate would incapacitate Pierre Thompson for the count of 10 to remain on Fusion. It's not... Pierre Thompson can't look at this, and I'm sure he doesn't, as a bad thing, though. An opportunity for him to start over fresh, clean. Essentially, his record is reset. He's 0-0 here. A brand new horizon is in front of Pierre Thompson here. The question is, can he make the best of it? Excuse. Here we go, co-main event of the evening. Been one hell of a night thus far. Bob Luger gearing up to take on the debuting Pierre Thompson. That ring bell, it does indeed ding as they gear up middle of the ring. Collar and elbow tie-up, a battle of the powerhouses here. Certainly will be a test of both men's strength. Bob Luger with that heart that just never, ever quits. Will keep going to his dying breath. Pierre Thompson, much of the same. Was undefeated for the first couple of months in his CMV career. Has a very good record as Pierre Thompson, even though the past couple of months has been embroiled in that bitter war with Xander Slate. I'd still say his record is looking pretty pristine. If I had to guess, I'd probably say he's got to be maybe 20, 25, 20, 28, and like maybe 7. Maybe 6, 7. Of course, the majority of the losses he took at the hands of Xander Slate via nefarious means, whether Xander paid off the referee, had his feet on the ropes, or Pierre Thompson got a rope break, but the ref didn't see it. Certainly, Xander got the last laugh between the two of them. See if Primetime can bounce back here. He's got a big flooring clothesline by Thompson, who now going to put the head scissors on, a couple of elbows right to the top of the head. That perfect hairstyle of Luger. Kick to the back of Thompson there. Now a bullplex. Both men kind of flexing their muscles here. Anything you can do, I can do better. Big time counter off that spine buster, attempting to do a wicked DDT. Props him up into a seated position now. A couple of elbows going to rain down hard right to that chest. Goes for the kick to the spine. Bob Luger with that ring awareness. That instinct kicking in to move out of the way. Saw it coming. Couple of elbows connect to the jaw, though. Thompson from behind with a simple back suplex to floor his opponent here. Pierre now going to lift the work ethic tight into a standing position. Pull back attack into a snap power slam. In this match, 1,000,000 miles per minute. Wouldn't expect it from two big guys like this, especially Pierre Thompson. Absolute machine. Bob Luger, I say, definitely a powerhouse, just like his pappy. Second generation superstar, but very well versed. Technical as well. Wrestle with the best of them, but Thompson just pure strength through and through as he gets a pretty close 2 count there. Couple of elbows raining down to the top of that noggin once more as Bob Luger grasps at his head in agony. What a punch, though. A punch. I'm going to floor Pierre. Look at that counter. The reversal fest about to kick into play here, Maury. Got that tip for tat. Back and forth they go. Reversal, active, reversal. Oh, now wiggling that arm, letting Luger know what's coming his way. Bah! Nearly sends him out of the ring, up over the steel post. Kick to the back. Luger in a bad way right now, getting pummeled. That's Pierre Thompson with that play of the day. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, though. Bob Luger trying to shake the cobwebs. Can't be soon enough, though, as Pierre getting ready to finish things off here. Sizing Luger up for that highlight, but Luger's still battling back, and here comes the Lugerplex. Into that beautiful bridge on his tippy toes. 1, 2, looking to sneak away with the victory, but not quite. Oh, it's Bob Luger now, sizing up prime time for Luger landing. And it might be all over. Sweet dreams, the debuting Thompson. 1, 2, just a 2 count though. Pierre, you saw him shake his head like, oh, I'm still alive, I'm still awake, I can still keep going. I think I can. Shoots in for the highlight, but Luger saw it coming, and a stiff kick to the midsection might have just saved him from sure defeat. Now lifts him up overhead with that T-bone suplex. Powering through is Luger. Each and every time Luger gets in that ring, he's just better than before. Always working, always improving, always in the gym. And we saw Sam Valentine, of course, return to Monday Night Fusion earlier this week. And when someone asked him about all that Bob Luger's been saying on Twitter recently, Sam simply said, who? That legendary Twitter beef. I just hope it never, ever ends. Where's Valentine right now? I'm sure he's watching this one. They watch each other's matches all the time. Nice arm wrench DDT there by Pierre. As he's got the opening, can he take a hold of it now? Oh, another play of the day. 1, 2, 3. Oh, not quite 3. So close when Pierre Thompson thinks it was 3 as well. I certainly did. Arguing with the referee to reverse that decision, but that argument is going to give Luger enough time to get back to his feet. And look at this power bomb. Oh, but Pierre fights out of it with a couple of well-placed punches. Straight to the face, goes for a hook. Bob Luger sees it coming up with the counter. And a big-time spine buster into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and here it is. Here's that tweet from the Dream, Sam Valentine, that says, Luger, I hear the local high school is hiring a gym teacher. Maybe it's time to hang up those boots before fading into oblivion. Vintage Valentine as Luger now going for this inverted figure 4 suplex. This match certainly is not disappointed. I said it had potential to be match of the night. And these two are tearing it up with a kick to the chest. Puts Pierre Thompson on his back once again as Luger. Not done yet. Shades of his papa with that torture rack, but not into the submission. Instead into a power bomb. Trying to finish. 1, 2. Just a 2 count though. These guys back and forth. Just not stopping a mile a minute. But look at Luger now down on one knee. Pierre Thompson staring up at the lights. Luger knows that this is his chance. He can finish it all right here. Sizing Pierre up for a second. Luger landing, but Thompson saw it coming. Counters and a big-time Superman punch. Floors the work ethic Titan, but he's back to his feet. Pierre didn't capitalize quick enough. That nose might be broken, but Bobby ain't done. He ain't hanging up those boots. Targets the leg before trying for a pin here. Bob gets close to the 3, but not quite. I'd say 2.99999. Goes for a kick to the spine. Pierre Thompson moves out of the way. Wrestling slam. Pierre Thompson back to his feet. Just stacking up them finishers, by the way. Just got that endless supply in his back pocket right now, and Luger knows it. That's why he's going into overdrive here, targeting that arm. Trying to render the highlight unusable. Again, right back to it. Look at the way the shoulder just torques. Bobby now is coming to that point where he's got to say, every chance I get. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Seated position for Pierre. You saw Pierre kind of hold up his own 2 fingers like, all right, I kicked out. I did it. I can keep going. But Luger not letting up. Not giving Pierre a moment to rest. A second to breathe. Big back body drop. Thompson, he sees the opening, but he can't capitalize, man. He keeps screwing himself over. Another back body drop. And Luger now. Wicked crack to the jaw from behind again. Torture rack power bomb. And this could be it, guys. So close to a rope break, but just not close enough. Oh, but still at the 3 count. And Luger, just a cheeky little jump, saying I'm ready is the third time the charm. He's got it locked in face first with the Luger landing, making sure no rope breaks come into play. Shoots the half. 1, 2, just a 2. Pierre Thompson will not die. A second Luger landing to no avail. And now Pierre shoots for a play of the day. But Luger catches him in a front headlock, not letting it happen. Snapmare. Luger's jaws dropped. He can't believe it. Sweat drip. Oh no, there's no sweat dripping on his face because Bob Luger does not sweat, remember, guys. He never sweats. Pulling that Randy Orton. Absolutely dumbfounded as to how this one's not over. But he's not letting up. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, gonna put him up top. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Could possibly end Primetime's career, but Luger's gonna do what he has to do with a big belly to belly off the top rope. Ref stop arguing, count the pin. 1, 2, 3. No, 3. The ref took too long getting to the pin, and Luger's pissed. Oh, he keeps getting closer and closer and closer, but he just can't seal the deal. European uppercut. Thompson closes the distance. Front headlock. Making him smell his armpit. Doesn't smell too great. Tries for that grapple. Luger shuts him down. Irish whip into the corner. From behind now, Bobby puts him up top once again. Oh, the second turnbuckle this time. The heck's he going for here? Looks like a hangman's neck breaker. Again, tries for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, just a 2 count. Luger panting. Hands on his hips. Wondering, what do I have to do? 2 Luger landings. A Luger plex. 2 torture rack power bombs. A belly to belly off the top. A hangman's neck breaker. Everything in the kitchen sink. Big knee drop now. Busts Primetime at wide open. Blood and mixing with that baby oil as it drips down his face, into his eyes and his mouth. Luger smells that blood. He can taste it. He knows he's got to be closing on the victory, but look, once again, falling down to one knee, too tired to go on, but he's pushing through. All that time in the gym, paying off right now as he lifts Pierre to his feet. A third torture rack bomb coming into play here. As he pulls it off into the pin. 1, 2, just a 2 count. Oh, Luger, he's got it though. He knows he's got it. No, what a punch by Pierre. And now Thompson with a stomp to Luger's lower spine, showing off them muscles, dropping the elbow right down to the chest into the pin. 1, 2, just a 2 count. And now Thompson finally is going to take the opportunity for the highlight. 1, 2, just a 2 count. What? No, he's going to try for it again, though. He says, F you, Luger. I'm winning this match. A second highlight. 1, 2, 3, and Pierre Thompson gets the win. Match of the night. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I was correct. And Luger back to his feet somehow, some way. What a match. Congratulating Pierre Thompson, and look who's coming out onto the ramp. The Alpha World Champion with just a cheeky little golf clap. And Luger says, bring it on. I just went through hell. But to get my hands on you, but Furious Frank content to just watch on from a distance. Trying to get inside Luger's head. What a win for Pierre Thompson. But Furious Frank still has his sights set on the work ethic titan. Not happy with Luger's interference. What happened at the top of the show, when Frank's still set for action in our main event a little bit later on after this. Taking on Dmitry Nurmagomedov. But first we hear from Elijah Stewart, who returned on last week's Genesis by getting a victory over Kenji Murakami. Competed in that 6-man ladder match and had his hands on that belt multiple times. But unfortunately, Just was not his night to shine. As of course, Nikola Ivanovic walked out the new champ. I just went to take a sip of my water and then I realized I put the batteries in there. Dashing about to kill himself. Rip in peace, never forget. Let's see what Elijah Stewart, the Good Vibes Kid, has got on his mind here tonight. Excuse me. And as Elijah makes his way to the ring here, guys, we get a tweet from the Dream, Sam Valentine. He says, maybe you should try Pilates and yoga. That might be more your style. I hear it works wonders for pregnant women. That savagery towards Bob Luger. The Good Vibes Kid trying to get these Genesis fans up on their feet and hyped and ready to go. Hello, CMV Universe. How are y'all doing tonight? That's great. It's always welcoming to feel at home amongst my fans, especially since there have been some rumblings going on in the back. Well, I'm not here to just rumble. Where there's thunder, there's lightning, and you're looking at it. There's a certain understanding between the superstars in the back that if you want something around here, take it. Personally, I find that rather barbaric. It's not like we're dogs fighting over the same bone, or at least I'm not. Perhaps this is why you guys see me for what I am, and that's the best, and it's time for everyone else to see that. I am well aware that every superstar in the back thinks they're the best, but I'm here to tell you that you can't be the best while I'm in CMV. That is, unless you want to accept my challenge, any superstar in the back, I will compete against any and all of you. There isn't a single superstar on the roster that can light a candle to me inside this ring. You're looking at a man who was born and bred to be a legend. And if people want to continue overlooking me around here, that's fine, because I'll just do things the best way I know how. My way. There's nobody who can stop me from achieving my dreams. Mark my words, CMV Universe. It won't be long before you're looking at your next Alpha World Champion. Elijah Stewart with some strong words here tonight, challenging anyone in the back, issuing an open challenge for next week's Thursday Night Genesis. And here we go. Up next, it is main event time, my friends. Oh, okay. Exited out for some reason because of the promo. And we are going to see Dmitry Nurmagomedov take on the Alpha World Champion, Furious Frank. Oh, Batman. That was an amazing match. I hit poke him. Took 2 finishes in a row. And he hit 3 plays of the day. Furious Frank coming out, taunting Bob Luger after his loss to Pierre Thompson moments ago, trying to get in the head of the work ethic titan. We'll see if Frank can kick off his reign with a victory over the big Russian Dmitry Nurmagomedov, who was undefeated in his CMV career until CyberSlam in that cross-brand match when he took the loss to Cobalt Ketchup. Not a great way to kick off this next month of brand warfare for Thursday nights, and Dave Turner with Validation just 4 weeks away. And that 7-on-7 tug of war match. And of course the Tag Team Cup, 4 teams from Fusion, 4 teams from Genesis going at it. My knockout game, the rest get left behind. Here we go. Dmitry Nurmagomedov looking to get back on track, and what a better way to do that than defeating the newly crowned Alpha World Champion Frank, who's really taken over tonight's show, kicking things off by dismantling the former champion Tim LaFay, putting him out of action for the foreseeable future. Still no update on Tim's condition. Hopefully we get word after the show at some point soon. Dmitry Nurmagomedov, the big Russian, who crushed everyone in his path last month. The Cobalt Ketchup, I'd say, certainly was an upset, quite a comeback, because Dmitry was dominating the match. Cobalt Ketchup getting lucky with a couple of key reversals, though, and able to bounce back and secure the win for Fusion. You love those thigh veins, baby. Furious Frank, first time we're going to see him ride out onto that stage with the Alpha World title firmly around his waist. This man has been on an absolute warpath. Busting down walls, cracking skulls, beat Bob Luger and Tim LaFave on the same night this past Sunday to walk out as the champion. Furious Frank saying, reason you lost Luger at SummerSlam was because Tim wasn't there to pull the referee out of the ring again. The reason Tim lost because he was weak. He was never meant to be champion. I'm the alpha male around here. Johnson for that mix with that Limp Bizkit shit. Shut the fuck up. Here we go, main event time. Dmitry Nurmagomedov gonna be battling Furious Frank in this non-title encounter. Referee rings that bell, and here we go. Furious Frank does not want to lose, fresh off his title victory. Dmitry Nurmagomedov wants to get back to his winning ways. As Frank early on takes a waistlock, trying to show his strength. Dmitry counters into a reverse chin hold, and the big knee digs into the spine. Props Frank back up to his feet. Big kick to the midsection and a snap power slam. Gonna take Dmitry down. Couple of punches to the temple, slamming Nurmagomedov face first into the mat as Dmitry back to his fate. I just turned into Batman there for a second. Here's another tweet from Sam Valentine, who's just not letting up tonight. He says, Luger, Jade has been looking for more of a challenge. Maybe you can work a deal to face her on the next week. The Vixen division may be more your speed. God damn. Valentine just throwing out this shade, this savagery like nothing. DDT pulled off successfully by Nurmagomedov as he lifts that mohawk. Brings Frank up to his feet. How dare you touch the mohawk. The one and only mohawk, baby. Kick to the midsection, back to the front headlock. Counters this Frank into a Russian leg sweep. You wish you could have thigh veins like that, Moria, right? I like to see Sam Valentine talk shit about Dmitry Nurmagomedov in the gym, because I think Dmitry lives there. Outsized, certainly, by Frank, who's got to have a good half a foot maybe on the big Russian here, but certainly both men with that strength advantage as we get the neck crank pulled off. Nurmagomedov, an absolute beast in that ring. Both these men, no care for their opponent's well-being. Just throw them against each other, just going to kill. One of these guys is not going to walk out the same here. Nice spin-out power bomb. Frank looking for that five-knuckle shuckle. Dmitry Nurmagomedov swipping Frank off his feet. Swipping. He's swipping him. And a big elbow drop by Frank. He went crazy. I don't know what that was. Now up to the second turnbuckle. Oh, winding up that arm. Gonna drop the fist right across the face. Frank's not done, though. Lifting Dmitry to his feet. Irish whip puts him out on the... Oh, no, we're going to pull him back. Tricked me and Dmitry. The entire CMV universe. That snap power slam, the big Russian back to his feet, though. Not for long. Irish whip out of the apron this time. Oh, and sets him up. 10 beats the Badgerin. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Clobbering blows to the chest. And Nurmagomedov just collapses face first all the way down to the outside. And Frank now beckoning Dmitry to get to his feet. What is the Furious One looking for here? Oh, Man, a clothesline that turns. Nurmagomedov inside out. Frank just destroying his opposition here in the main event of Thursday Night Genesis edition number 63. But Frank's not done. That sit-out facebuster pulled off successfully. But Furious Frank, that vintage combination, no pinfall attempt, immediately going to try for the Tombstone Pile Driver, which killed Tim LaFave at the top of the show tonight. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Just a 2 count, though. It wasn't quite on the championship belt, that metal. Dmitry Nurmagomedov still alive, still kicking, still breathing, but for how long? Trips up Frank, creates an opening for himself, stomp onto the chest. The Fury was maybe underestimating the big Russian here tonight, and a mighty roar is let out that echoes throughout the entire arena as Dmitry, with a wicked hook right to the jaw, headbutt to that mohawk, and then just rips him right across the ring like a sack of dirty laundry, like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Now rake in the eyes with that boot. Gonna try to go for maybe another neck crank, but Frank's having none of that. His neck's already pretty sore from the double duty at CyberSlam. Back body drop catches him as he runs towards him. Big elbow straight to the face. Dmitry Nurmagomedov can't counter that massive clothesline all the way from hell, and then a big brain chop right to the top of the noggin. Dmitry Nurmagomedov just being picked apart. Frank set to prove his dominance, the alpha male. And a second time right to the back of the head. Just treating Dmitry like an animal here. Swatting him around. Beating him down. Dmitry, just no response for any of this. Being killed as the Alpha World Champion. A second sit-out facebuster. And now Frank closes in. Doesn't size him up for the tombstone. That might have been a mistake. Nurmagomedov back to his feet. The chance to counter here. And a big sweep up as he's choking Frank out. Using that strength of his once more. Lets out a mighty roar, making sure everybody here in attendance knows he's still alive. Where's he going, though? Dmitry back into the ring. I don't know what that was all about. Just needed a second to breathe, I guess. Tries for something. Frank drops out of it. German suplex. Now the Alpha World Champion, the Alpha Male, setting Dmitry up one more time for that Tombstone Pile Driver. Right into the canvas. Rest in peace. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Frank taking too long. I'm going to presume to dragging Dmitry away from the ropes there, and then the ref lollygagging. 2 Tombstone Pile Drivers, and the big Russian still going. What a tank. But he just can't get any big moves in. Frank a third time busting Dmitry open now with that sit-out facebuster. Jesus Christ, Frank is absolutely just a goddamn machine as he targets that gash with a couple of punches. But Dmitry, you want to talk about a machine? How is he still going? Trying to just shake it off as he stares down at Frank. I think maybe a concussion coming into play here. Not too sure where he is, what's going on, what day it is. Frank stalls that suplex into one of his own. Now the Furious One looks out to the sea of fans. Dmitry, though, gives him enough time to roll back to his feet. Middle of the ring. Turns around. Nurmagomedov. Look at the strength, man. Frank is no little guy. He's got to be nearing 300 pounds. And then the squats with the suplex to finish it off. Dmitry going to try for the pin. Blood rushing to the head of the Alpha World Champion. 1. Just a 1 count there. Dmitry Nurmagomedov calling for the finish. He can feel it. Not allowing Frank to get back to his feet. What's he looking for here? Going for the legs. Frank says no thank you. And now sizing up Dmitry. A third pile driver connects into the pin straight away. 1, 2, 3, and oh my God, are you kidding me? Did Dimitri really just kick out, and the referee's lucky to just get his head ripped off by Frank, who is certainly furious right now? How did Nurmagomedov kick out of a third tombstone? The blood just beginning to darken. More of it running down the face. Look at the big Russian, man. Got that crimson mask as Frank is just tearing him to pieces. Dimitri just won't give up, will not die. Got that Russian soul, but look at that pop-up power bomb now. 1, 2, 3, and that finishes it off. Nurmagomedov with quite the show of resilience tonight. But furious Frank continues on his path of destruction. 3 tombstone pile drivers. And here's the finish. This pop-up power bomb finally does the deed as the alpha male closes out Genesis with an emphatic victory. Look at that blood. Furious Frank leaves Dmitry Nurmagomedov to get checked on by the referees. We could have a concussion in play here. I know I always say that, but look at that blood. I don't see how he couldn't be injured as Frank leaves another body in his wake. Who can stop Furious Frank? Throw your hands up, ha! Throw your hands up, ha! Dumbass bonus matches. I think we're only going to do one live event match because it's late. I'm getting a little bit tired. So I think we'll just do the main event of the live events, which is Zach Cage versus Jeremy Blake, which should be a good match. Oh, we got a news alert. Furious Frank appeared on the stage to applaud Bob Luger for his showing in his match. Could the champion be scouting his competition? And Randy Orton picked up winning his match against his ally, Andrew Briggs. How will this affect their camaraderie in the coming weeks? I didn't realize they were such good friends. Apparently, real pals are Andrew Briggs and Randy Orton. The best of friends. Oh, Elijah's got another promo on the live event. Alright, what was that opening match I put on? Gumball, what are my live event matches? Forgetting right now. Gumball. Well, look at the card. You goon. You goober. You balloon. Bless. Yeah, I think we're gonna start going back to where we only do one match on live events because they're getting streams are so long. Echo, you better not tell me what to do. Kenji Murakami, and I guess we should put his new partner in this corner. Gene Ambrose, apparently. And then Yamum versus Valentine. Got him. Valentine in his glitched out boots. Oh, Borton, look. The universe wants to see it too. Alright, Echo, you want to do the I'm a winner? Borton, you want to do one I'm a winner? Even though it really doesn't matter. I guess we'll do just the I'm a winner match, so that's what we'll do from now on for live events. Simulate 3 matches, then do just the I'm a winner match. Sounds like a good plan. Oh, big gum. Gumbell. Let's do Gumbel and Echo again. Duo versus fucking Isaiah Key. Echo, do it. Alright, Gumbel, you do one. You can do your first winner. No, it's Gumbel and Echo. We want to see that legendary rematch? We already got it. Gumbel and Echo. Choose your guys. Trouble will never, ever, ever get picked by Nightbot. Never, ever, ever. Nightbot's racist. The rematch for the ages. Oh, let's do it. We'll put him solo. No ringside, especially since Bison's definitely going to be out for a while, at least till the cup with that shoulder injury. But Duo Maxwell seems to be okay. He didn't get the brunt of the attack. Murdoch got off 5 to 6 hits straight to that shoulder with a steel chair. Duo certainly took quite the beating as well, but the God of Death able to bounce back here tonight after missing Genesis. Last time these two collided a couple weeks back ended via countout. Zaya Key getting the victory. Let's see if it happens again. Too easy. Get good. Every time this plays, I always look at the guy way in the back who clearly has an afro and is just slowly clapping and then pumps his fist. It's Bob Ross back there, Gumbel. Aw, shucky ducky. Ready for that live event, baby. Worcester. So where we are live from here tonight. All right, so first up, we got Bill Maverick taking on Bryce Hurt. And Bryce Hurt gets his first victory defeating Fear. Dan Stone battles the Japanese buzzsaw Kenji Murakami with his new tag team partner, the Kung Fu Cowboy Kevin Lee, in his corner. And Dan Stone gets the win. And then we've got this great matchup here between Zach Cage and Jeremy Blake, which certainly we'll see live sometime, because it's going to be real good. And Zach Cage continues on, getting another win. And now we got this main event coming our way. Of course, Bryce Hurt gets the victory in his fucking sim match, right? It's the dawn of a new day. If your power's out, then how are you talking right now, Gumbel? This legendary rematch. If it ends by countout again, that'd be the greatest thing. I can't back down. good this time, 'cause I ain't going down. I've been lost, but now I'm found. A phone? Do they even have any fucking towers? Third world country, fucking mud hut living bitch. You mean that rock you painted to look like an iPhone, kid? Isaiah Key, who's fresh off of alongside Shiloh Gray, losing their opportunity to qualify for the Tag Team Cup in Tokyo, Japan in just 2 weeks' time. For the new faces of Fear defeated them, and now, of course, Shiloh Gray will be tangled up with going one-on-one with John Reed. So Isaiah Key set to do his own thing for a while here as he looks to get another 2-easy victory over one half of the World Tag Team Champions and duo Maxwell, whose partner Bison is in talks of possibly needing surgery after Rise's attack on them yet again at CyberSlam. Bison's a fighter, but even he has an extent to which he can keep coming back. He's still just a man. Duo Maxwell good enough, though, to come out here on his own for the first time in a while. Been fiending to get revenge on the Hound for that cheap count-out victory a while back. The God of Death making his way to the ring here. I mean, good strategy by Isaiah. He's so dwarfed. I mean, we hardly got to see them go at it in that other match because it ended via count out in like 2 minutes. But this is a cruiserweight taking on a super heavyweight. Isaiah, he was probably thinking to himself that's the only way he could possibly win is via count out. Here we go. Will it be just another easy win for Isaiah Key, or can the God of Death keep up the Empire Pain's victory streak this season? They are undefeated. They've only had 2 matches, but they won them both. You'd think they've been losing a lot because of how Rise has just been shit-kicking them, but they are undefeated. Okay, what a way to start off the match. That military press dropped into a European uppercut. Jesus. Duo Maxwell now. Flipping Isaiah over onto his belly. I can target the thigh with a hellacious stomp. Oh, and there's that 300 plus pounds down onto the chest of poor Key, who's already dying. Isaiah, though, fighting back with a jawbreaker. Look at that size difference. Look at Key go, though, that tilt-a-whirl arm drag. Like it ain't no thing, but a chicken whang. Stomps onto that mask, that dank Darth Maul mask that duo's got on display. Oh, I would kiss that back tap, man. Isaiah Key doesn't have any tattoos for me to kiss, so how could I be a fan of his? Kneeling position. I'm pretty sure Duo Maxwell was still taller than Isaiah. Got off a nice DDT there, though. As he goes for a little cartwheel moonsault. Momentum has certainly shifted into his favor. Not for long, though. Just as I say that, the God of Death takes back control. Props him up into a seated position now. Grabs him by the hair on his head, but gonna take a shot to the ribs. Oh, and what an enziguri. Backs him into the corner, Shining Wizard into a Bulldog. That was a beautiful combo. Great transition. Frog Splash now off the ropes, keeping this thing going. Goes to the elbow drop. Duo rolling right out of the ring, though. Straight back in. Gonna get caught with a front headlock. European uppercut. Irish whip. Off the ropes goes the God of Death. Can't match this speed. And a nice hip toss neck breaker combination. And Isaiah Key saying, too easy, baby. But Duo Maxwell Says F yo ish. You want to talk? Show you something. Oh, rake of the eyes. What a dirty heel. Gonna catch an arm drag for his troubles. Goes for a knife edge chop. Catches a back elbow. Does duo back and forth. These two go. Isaiah Key now out of the corner of the Northern Lights. Suplex. The Hound ain't done though. Gonna go for that tilt the world DDT. I can't believe duo is bigger than freaking Isaiah kneeling. Isaiah Key lets out a mighty roar. Getting these fans on their feet as he looks to finish. Duo getting clobbered. Oh, the counters the finisher attempt. And now Maxwell just staring at the Hound saying, you're going to get it, boy. Oh, goes for a belly-to-belly, a massive hook, but Isaiah says, I don't swing that way. Stomp onto the arm, slips him over onto his stomach, and then an elbow drop to the lower spine. Trying to keep Duo grounded, certainly a good strategy when you're outsized by this much. Springboard moonsault now. Not springboard moonsault, rather. Fucking handstand. Moonsault. Handspring. I was close. I got there eventually. Seated position for the God of Death. High up into the air. What strength on display by one half of the Greyhounds. And Isaiah just trying to figure out what he wants to do here. Second turnbuckle. Sends Duo a nice kiss before flopping right down on his dick. Kick to the midsection now. Duo. I mean, Isaiah does have those counters on point. Just not letting Duo get anything in. Oh, what's he just got holding his hand? Cole kicks him up over. Just playing with him a little bit now. Having a little bit of fun. Is the Hound. As he fucking... Oh, the inverted Frankensteiner. And Duo... I don't think I've ever seen him get dominated like this. Let a underestimated Key, and it's coming back to bite him now. Thought this would be a walk in the park. Maybe Duo should think about winning by count out at this point. Oh, and Isaiah, second time the charm as he looks for that zigzag. Yes, it is that jump, though, the hops to get up to Duo's head. Oh, what a win this would be. 1, 2. Oh, just a 2 count. The former undisputed champion is not done just yet as Isaiah going up to the top rope now. Oh, nice moonsault. Oh, Duo finding the reversal. Can he follow up on it, though? He's going to stare at Isaiah. Screwing himself over. He keeps trying for... Oh, he tried for the finisher, but Isaiah's too quick. He's too quick. And Duo finally... Oh, no, he shots the DDT. Key, the fucking technician, dude. 1, 2. Oh, just a 2 count. This is a new reversal I haven't seen yet, by the way. It was nice. What a win this would be for Isaiah, though, to actually pin a former world champion, one half of the current tag champs. Oh, now sizing him up. Shining Wizard. Boot connects to the back of the head. And Duo Max, remember, he's not as injured as Bison, certainly, but he's still got to be feeling the effects of Rise's assault at CyberSlam. Oh, but Duo says, F yo ish fam. Arms out wide, up over the shoulders. Crucifix position before being planted. Neck first. Dragging that lifeless carcass away from the ropes. Not even going to try for the pin. Duo knows I got to do some more damage here first. Going to put him in the corner. Try for his comeback, I think. Yes, he is. Big body splash. 300 plus pounds. And now a snake eyes. He's not done. Off the ropes. Big boot connects flush. Not done yet. Off the ropes. And a big time leg drop. And Isaiah is just being rocked right now. The God of Death. Gonna follow that up. Oh no, Isaiah counter. Still got some life left in him. And just ripping Maxwell back into the ring. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Just a 2 count though. What a match. Goes for the kick to the spine. Duo Maxwell saw it coming. Veteran instinct kick into play. Flips him around into the corner. He goes gonna try for that muscle buster, I think. Yes, he is. And this is going to be a good 10-foot drop for Shiloh here. Again, right down onto his neck, or rather Isaiah. Oh, but Key Even though his neck is broken into a million tiny little pieces. Look at that size difference. And Duo with a front headlock. Elbow to the back of the head. Goes for a jumping cutter. But Isaiah shuts that shit down from coast to coast. Maybe going for another Tilt-A-Whirl DDT. Duo having none of it. Puts him up top. What does the God of Death have in store here? Oh my God. Oh my God. Sidewalk slam off the top rope. Rip in peace the Hound. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, not a 3. How did Isaiah kick out? I don't think he did. John Cohen just screwing over yet another CMV superstar. Hands on his hips. Duo Maxwell getting that stamina into his system as he looks to finish things off. Tries for his finisher but missed. Key now with a front headlock, European uppercut. The Hound going to fire back for the Northern Lights suplex, the CMV match ender. Vintage here. Oh, but just a 2 count. Not going to end this one. As Key in the corner. Arms out wide saying, I still got this, guys. Don't worry. Giving Duo too much time to recuperate, or maybe not. Isaiah Key has a game plan. Setting Duo up for the finish. Duo says, nah. F yo ish. Up in the air with the military press. And just gonna do some reps real quick. Like it ain't no thing. Before plummeting him, just dropping him back into orbit. As now he looks to end the Hound's career. Quite possibly with a second crucifix power bomb. Right down onto the neck. This time straight into the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Duo Maxwell gets the win. What a match. Wouldn't expect those two to put on such a freaking thriller. That was great though. Oh, but we need that rubber match. Isaiah wins by countout. Duo wins by pinfall. Where's that rubber match though? We need Gumble and Echo to win the prediction contest on next week's Genesis. No, I don't think we'll do the live chat anymore. Mostly because I've decided that I'm probably just going to do the winner match on live events from now on. So, wouldn't really be a point. Stream's going on too long. But Duo Maxwell going to keep the Empire Pain's undefeated streak alive this season. But what is the condition of Bison? Will he make it to Tokyo for the Tag Team Cup to possibly defend their belts? As Duo just eerily stares into the camera. And as always, guys, if you like what you saw and you want to see more, make sure you do indeed follow me. We're so close to 600. We probably didn't make it this one because we don't have any viewers. But I believe we're just 3 away from 600, guys. Just a month away from the 2-year anniversary of CMV. Pretty close. 40 episodes away from the big 300th episode. But the website linked on my Twitch info page. As always, you want to join, head on over there and check things out. All the past episodes on my YouTube channel. And I will indeed see you guys next Monday. This coming up Monday, rather. For Monday Night Fusion.